So what I would like to encourage you to do is to start this process. Start this process of developing a sincere desire to know the answer to issues and problems in your life. This is a way that you can begin developing a relationship with God, even if you haven't received love yet. Right? You can begin developing a relationship with God by asking these important questions and being sensitive enough to feel the responses. And then the key is to eventually become sensitive enough to know whether these responses are from within you or from outside of you. See, it's interesting with the conscience because many times you would like the answer to be what your addictions want, and yet you get an opposite answer. Right? And this is why people historically, many people have been fascinated by the conscience for this reason, because often the person's conscience tells them things they don't want to hear. And that's why humans in the past have tried to investigate the operation of the conscience, because oftentimes they wanted to hear something, they heard the opposite thing, so they wanted to hear it something affirming, so like, let's say I'm with Mary, but I want to have an affair, and they want to hear, yeah, go ahead with the affair. Because the addiction says go ahead with the affair, so I want to hear that. But then what their conscience is saying, don't do it. Right? And so this has been very confusing for religious and even for people in, who are very interested in, philosophies such as evolutionary philosophies, because how is it that you hear something that's the opposite of what you want? It's a very confusing thing when people first consider it. But there is this conscience that God is sharing things with all of you, and so there are many times you're going to hear exactly the opposite of what you want to hear. And your sincerity will determine whether you actually do anything about that or not.